back to my channel. I know I look a mess, but we all in quarantine right now because we all know what's going on. Whew, hope it's all over soon. But anywho, I'm gonna be dyeing the bottom of my prom dress fabric to this color, and I'm going to be using Rit Dye. I have actually 3 of this color, and then I have 3 of this color. I'm just gonna mix them together in the little thing, and the bottom of my fabric is pretty big, so I have 3 each. Yeah, so make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned. So let's get right into the video. So first I'm filling 4 pots with water, and then I'm going to put them on a stove so that they can almost reach boiling points. The bottle says that temperature of the water should almost be about 140 degrees. And so here I'm just showing the pots, and I turned them up on high so that they can get hot faster. Okay, so I'm going to be doing this in my bathroom, and because I didn't want to do it on carpet floor, so I'm going to be laying down towels just in case on the floor. Okay, so I put the towels down, and I just put the tub where I'm going to be dyeing it at, because I'm going to do the water dye method. I just put it in the bathroom. It's a really big tub. Not quite sure how big it is. I forgot the gallons it fits, but it's really big. And once the water is done boiling, I'm just gonna keep taking trips to come pour it in here. So this right here is the material I will be dyeing. I'm trying to achieve something more of this color. It's already kind of not white because I've tried to dye before and I didn't have enough dye, so it didn't come out the right color. So this is the fabric I'm going to be dyeing. So right now I'm going to wash it in warm soapy water before I get it ready to be put in the dye. So yeah. Okay, so I just checked back on the water, and they're pretty much hot enough, almost to boiling point. So now I'm gonna go ahead and pour them in the basket or bin in my bathroom. So once I dump the pot, I refill the pot again with water and start the whole process over again. Okay, so this is currently how much water I have in here. Since I'm dyeing a large item and it has to be able to move freely, well, almost about, not like restricted, I need to have water to about here, so I have quite some ways to go. But I put the lid on there so that the steam and hotness won't come out in between putting the different pots that are ready in there. So yeah, made probably about a quarter of the way there, and I also still have the fabric sitting in the water. I'm just adding a little bit more. I started over with the water, but yeah, because I want to kind of get a little bit of the soap off. I think I put a little too much, but you just want to make sure that you put the fabric in the dye already wet. So they're just going to soak in here until the water is ready. Almost there. Okay, so the bin is like leaning after I pour the water in there, but finally reached about where I think enough water is to cover the fabric. So now I'm about to let the fabric not like dry, but like not be as wet, like soaking wet. Then I'm going to prepare this water for the dye. Okay, so I have 6 bottles. I chose this color, which is called Petal Pink. I have 3 of these, and then I also have the color called Rose Quartz, and I have 3 of these bottles. I actually want my bottom to look more of this color, but they didn't have enough of these, so I got this one. This one is lighter than this one anyway, so it's probably just gonna, this one just gonna take over. So they said to use about 1 bottle for half a pound or a pound of fabric, but I'm just gonna pour it in there until I see the color that I want when I test it. So yeah. So what I'm doing now is I'm just testing the color to see if it's too light or too dark, and as you can see, it's still too. After pouring in the last bottle, I tried to put the fabric in there as quickly as possible to ensure that it all dyes evenly. Then I'm just making sure I poke it and make sure everything is under the water. Every couple of minutes, I make sure I stir around the fabric so that everything will dye evenly, and I'm also poking to make sure that all of the fabric is underneath the water. Okay, so it's been sitting in here for a little bit over 30 minutes now. The color is still a little light, as I want it to be a little darker than this. It looks white in the camera, but it's actually like a pink color. But I don't know why the camera's making it look like this, but it's a really light pink, well, really pretty pink, like a light bubblegum color. I want it to be a little bit more darker, so I'm gonna let it sit a little longer. Okay, so just another update. It's been in here for about an hour now. It says to actually take it out up to an hour, but I'm gonna leave it in here because, for one, this is a big fabric compared to what they're probably talking about on the bottle, and 2, it's not the color I want yet, so I'm gonna leave it in there. Turn the light off so you can see a little better, but it still looks a little light on the camera, but it's darker in person, but it's still lighter than the color that I want. It's been in here for like 2 hours now because I really do not have to feel like doing this whole process again, especially having to buy more dye, because this dye is not that cheap. It's about $4, $4.50 each bottle, and I bought 6, and if it's not the color I want, I'm gonna have to buy even more than that, which is annoying. But yeah, here we are. Okay, so I finally took it out. I let it sit in there for a long time because I don't know, I wanted this to get as dark as it possibly could, because it's supposed to be dark when it's wet, and after you wash it, it's supposed to get lighter, but this is actually the color I want. So I'm scared to wash it because it's gonna get lighter than this, and this is the color that I really want it to be. So wish me luck. So here I'm rinsing the fabric out in the shower in cold water, and I'm doing this until it runs clear. This makes sure that all the dye is out. Okay, so I have finished dyeing my fabric. It's a little lighter than I wanted, and that, because it was lighter, I didn't wash it after. I just rinsed it really good because I did not want the color to come out even more. because it was already lighter than I wanted it to be. And I know when it's wet, it's gonna look darker. So when I washed it and dried it and stuff, I knew it was gonna be way lighter than I wanted. So I just rinsed it real good, and hopefully it stays the color that I want. I'm praying to God that it stays the color that I want. But I have rinsed, so I rinsed it out, and then I dumped the bucket, which took forever because that is heavy. But I'm about to show you. I have it laying down right now to dry as best as I could. I wanted it to be spaced out and not be like clumped up, so it would take forever to dry. But here it is. So yeah, that is the finished product. I don't know why, but the camera makes it look so much lighter than it actually is. It's actually a little darker than that in person. But I'm happy with the way it came out. So yeah, I think this is the end of this video. So this is how I dyed the bottom of my project. Okay, so before I end this video, I just wanted to show y'all the finished look. So it is currently the next day, and I set it out to dry. I moved it actually into the living room now because it was more drier this morning, but I just wanted to show you guys because it's so cute. So cute. Thanks for watching.